Hi everyone, we are on day 16 of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. We got 1 week to go and then we are completed. I want to encourage you, stay strong, keep going, keep praying, keep spending time with God, and pray that God is going to do something incredible in this last week of our prayer and fasting. Well, today our prayer focus is make me a vessel. I don't know if you remember the day that you got saved. The day that Jesus became so real to you. It was a great day, a day that changed everything in your life, your destiny, your future. As big and memorable as that day was, so important to know that there was a person who was praying for you, someone speaking to you about Jesus, and someone who invited you to church. Think about that. If it wasn't for that person praying for you, telling you about the goodness of God, and inviting you to go to church with them, would you be saved? Paul says, how will people know if no one tells them? So it's a responsibility on you and I to let people know about the goodness of God. In 2 Timothy it says this, in a large house there are articles not only of gold and silver, but also of wood and clay. Some are for special purposes and some are for common use. Those who cleanse themselves from the latter will be instruments for special purposes, made holy, useful to the master, and prepared to do any good work. It says that those who are not caught in the common will be vessels of honor, meaning those who don't get caught in the culture and the customs of our world, but ask God to use them, separate their lives and allow their lives to be reserved for the special use for God. There's nothing more special than leading people into a relationship with Jesus. The feeling you experience is out of this world. To be a vessel is to be used by God. How do you become a vessel God can use? Well, it's simple. You just make yourself available to God, saying, God, use me. It's waking up each day and saying, God, I'm available for you to use me today at work, in my home, use me in my church. Don't just get caught up in the routine of everyday life and all the demands that make yourself unavailable to God. It's amazing how God works when we make ourselves available. Jesus said this in Matthew 5. He says, you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, simply meaning if we get distracted by everything and we forget the purpose of why God saved us, how can it be made salty again? It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. And then he goes on and he says, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. I want to encourage us today as we make ourselves available for God to use us. We're not going to get caught up with the noise and the distraction and the culture of this world. We're going to focus on God, allowing God to use us, allowing God to make us a vessel worthy of honor. So be bold and shine your light by doing good to other people and for other people. Make a decision to make a difference and serve those around you. Jesus says when we do good works, God is glorified. We're not saved by our good works, but we are saved to do good works. And so let's be a vessel for God to use and see people's lives changed. God bless you. Have an incredible day.